We are in beautiful Descanso, and we just finished a parade, which I'll be looking at later and posting. A bunch of beautiful horses here, beautiful people, and we were able to secure something I had hoped to get in a while, a service organization, another .org, because those things are really important for the public. So it's a beautiful day, the sun's out. It's June 7th, 2025, Descanso, California. We'll start off if you two would introduce yourselves, and because you don't have a microphone and I have to use one, just speak a little bit louder, right? That'll control the wind. We have two wonderful people and wonderful horses here, and who wants to introduce themselves first?
My name is Lindsay O'Malley, O''Malley, and I am one of the wranglers at Saddles and Service.
Okay, and we're gonna hand over here, Saddles and Service.
My name is Robert May. It's M-A-Y like a month, and I'm a hero in the program. I just graduated, and now I'm training to be a wrangler at Saddles and Service.
Okay, so tell us, I've got both of you in the frame, so tell us about Saddles for Service in case, you know, the YouTube, anybody in the world can view it. Tell us about what it is, and how, if someone's interested, what kind of qualifications, where you're based at, because I'm not sure where that is, maybe Campo, and how to get involved in it if you're maybe a volunteer looking for something to do, and obviously someone who loves horses as much as I'm a horseman too. So who would like to start?
So Saddles and Service is a nonprofit, and our mission is to bring awareness to mental health and suicide awareness in our veteran community and first responder community. I started as a volunteer, and to do that, you can contact Michelle Mullen, who is one of the board members. Right?
And how would they contact?
Through email. If you go onto the website, saddlesandservice.org,
okay,
you'll be able to get in touch with them directly. And if you're interested in volunteering, just contact them and let them know what your availability is and your skill level with horses.
So does first of all, volunteers in the people you serve, with volunteers, do they have to have a horse?
No.
Okay.
But what they like to do is, if you have a horse or you have experience riding, then that'll determine if you're teaching people how to ride or if you're just helping around the ranch. We have people who only muck stalls, fill waters, that sort of thing, all the way up to instructing.
And am I correct, this is in Campo?
So we have two ranches. One is in Alpine, that's the Saddles and Service ranch, and then we have one just up the road here in Descanso, we call it Circle T. We have the two properties.
So you have two ranches, and your organization has two places in this area.
In this state,
That's Descanso, okay, Descanso and Alpine. Oh, I didn't know you had one in Alpine. So, you had mentioned mental health. What population, if they want to get that therapeutic riding, is that the correct word? Therapeutic riding and wholesomeness with other people. How would they who want to get involved in with their issue? How do they get involved?
Okay, so I found out through my unit at work. I'm a federal officer. I'm grateful that they opened the program to first responders, because it originally started with veterans, and then once they opened to our community, that's when I found out about it, and I went to saddlesandservice.org and I signed up there. I came out for an orientation. During the orientation, I didn't realize how much stress and anxiety I was holding on to, and I was able to put it down after that first round pin session with Waylon, one of our horses. After that, I was waitlisted for a bit, but I was allowed to come out so I could still get away from the city and the hustle of life. And basically, started the program. It took about a year to 18 months to go through the program. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about horsemanship, and I fell in love with it. And I can truly say it saved my life.
That's a wonderful testament, sir. And so you said about 18 months. So how is it, like a residential, or do people come out 1 day a week, 2 days? How does that work? If you said first responders, veterans, right?
Yeah.
Not other people.
Yeah. So right now it's first responders and veterans.
Okay. Gotcha.
They're going to open it up to a different community.
Right.
It's up to Tammy and Michelle. But I will say, for me, I signed up for the Saturday crew, so I came out once a week on Saturdays.
Okay.
Ironically enough, Lindsay was actually one of the primary wranglers that I work with, and she taught me majority of the horseman skills that I know. And the awesome part is, once you're going through the journey, it's not like you're forced through a program. You're not forced to learn certain. You're not forced to have like deep conversations, because I'm not really a big fan of talk therapy. However, it works, but this program worked best for me. And,
So you said about 18 months, and okay, so you share that you had these unresolved issues, right? And we all have something, right?
Yeah, still working through some stuff.
Yeah. And so how has it changed your life, your 18 months?
Honestly, the higher moments are a lot more than the lower moments when it comes to certain things.
Wow.
Didn't change how I was as a father, but my kids can definitely see the difference. And now it's a family activity. All three of my kids horseback right now, and it's going to be a family thing for the rest of our lives. To be honest with you. But after the 18 months, you need to graduate. You go to Wyoming for the cowboy experience, what they call it. And you get to meet Tom out there. And the best part about the program for me is that once you're done, you can come back into the program as a wrangler or a volunteer. They don't just say you're done and you're out of here, because life still goes on, you know.
So you would recommend this
I would highly recommend
to veterans and first responders?
I would highly recommend it.
And how about retired first responders? Is that
Retired veterans and first responders, yes. Anybody in that community. There's a big thing called cumulative stress that happens over your career, and it's a silent killer because people live with that by themselves. And once you come to Thousand Service, you realize you're not by yourself, and you can actually put it down.
So it sounds like you've taken a quantum leap into wellness.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
100%.
That's and we'll put the link up too. And then before we close, we're at about 6.5 minutes. How would you encourage people to rather either get involved as a volunteer, because it's really interesting, or if they're a person that just not feeling right and they qualify as a veteran or responders?
I mean, I think what I love most about the program is it is for everybody. If you have a heart of service, it gives you a place where you can be there for people. And if you love horses on top of it, then it's just a perfect environment for that sort of thing. And it really is a community. It feels like a family. And so if you're looking for that in any aspect of your life, then you can find it here, absolutely.
Are there mental health professionals that are working on these two sites?
We don't have like clinically trained therapists or anything like that. We're just people here who...
It's like a brother and sisterhood.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I'm going to give you my card, and I'm going to zoom in on your logo there. I would love to come in and film what you're doing at one of the sites. I'm going to give you my contact, and then we're going to show this tonight, and then if we have an opportunity to your schedules and mine, to show the wheels moving in action, right? And the person would just have to be approved. I mean, they have to say, okay, I want to be filmed. You know what it is, right? We don't want any privacy issues. Okay, so, well, thank you very much for Saddles of Service right there. And they got a bunch of people here. I know some of them. And thank you, Descanso. And we will put this on YouTube, and then I'll send this after I look at the editing, which I rarely do. I rarely edit. The reason is we are not actors. I'm not one. I don't think you are. I haven't seen you on TV. So we make mistakes, but we can correct them, whatever. So thank you both very much for your time.
Thank you.
And a beautiful Descanso.